League of Legends New Patch Notes Part 1. There is a new epic monster called Atakan, which spawns at 20 minutes and is gonna spawn in either top or bot, and it has two different forms depending on the game situation. If the game is longer, if the game is shorter, it's gonna change this form. And then depending on the form, it's gonna have different attack animations or different attack patterns. And which side is the map is gonna spawn? That's actually depends on you and the enemy team because it's not random. It's just depending on the damage dealt per the map side. So let's give an example about Balls of FS. Balls of FS does a lot of damage and dies a lot. So it means most of the times Atakan is gonna spawn on the top lane in his games. So I'm gonna explain about the forms or attack patterns in a different video. If you want that video, comment down below. And after you kill that Atakan, it's gonna spawn petals, which is kind of flowers, and it has like a different flower animations, 1, 2, 3 petals. So depending on the number 1, 2, 3, it's gonna give you adaptive first and also the XP. And if you have a lower KDA, the XP it gives you normally it gets buffed. For example, normally one petal or two petal flowers gives 50 XP to the player, which is normally like the 100% boost. But like when you have a lower KDA, it goes to like a 200%. So it's gonna give like 100 XP per one petal flower than the enemy team. So it's a big chance to come back. Consider about this, guys. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. League of Legends New Patch Notes Part 2. We're gonna talk about the forms of Atakan, the new epic monster which spawns at minute 20. It has two different forms. First one called Voracious, and you can see on the upper part of the video. And then the second one is called Ruinous. And the difference between them, the Voracious spawns when there is a less fights in a game, less damage dealing, less KDA in a game. So this is mostly gonna spawn in the pro plays, like because the pro players does not make much mistakes and then they are trying to get every opportunity. So probably we will see at minute 20 Voracious if the game is going even. And the second form is Renius. And this form is present in games with the intense combat and frequent actions. And this form gives you extra rewards. Petals, when you defeat the Atakan, which the petals we already explained in the previous video, it gives you adaptive force plus XP depending on your KDA. And plus the Renius bonus, it improves the effects of the all epic monsters. For example, like Grubs, Baron, or Dragon, or like Elder Dragon. Everything is gonna get improved. League of Legends New Patch Notes Part 3. Let's talk about the Voracious, the Attack's one of the forms, which is a new monster spawns at the minute 20 instead of Baron, and the Baron is spawning at minute 25. You can check out the previous part to learn more about him. Voracious. It has a damage potential, begins with a low damage but scales higher as his health decreases. Voracious is spawning when there is less fights in the game, right? Less actions in the game. So this is the kind of like increasing as the time goes. So if you get jumped from the enemy team, then it's gonna be kind of hard for you guys to stay alive. This is like a kind of like a game adjustment you can think. And upon that of Voracious, you gain buffs. First buff is gonna after you die in the 150 seconds, which around like a 2.5 minutes, and you are getting in a stasis, which is like gonna hold for 5.5 seconds. You can take this one of the previous summoner spell Revive. It pushes you back to the fountain. It doesn't count as a death. You don't lose Magi stacks. You don't lose like a KDA or something. If you were dying 4 times already, and then the next death in with this buff is gonna be still 4 die, but like you're gonna just teleport to your base forcefully. Second buff of Voracious is granting your team 40 permanent gold on takedown. But on takedown, it means including assist and kills. So better than the executing items. You can think as collector. The collector only gives you when you get the kill, right? And it gives you like a 30 gold. This is giving 40 even on assist. So it's so much gold leading. League of Legends New Patch Notes Part 4. Let's talk about the objectives found timers. First is the Herald. Herald is now spawning at the minute 16 instead of 14, which means you have a more chance to grab the take the grabs and get their buffs before the Herald spawns and the Grabs despawns. Second epic monster, Atakan. It spawns at the minute 20 instead of the Baron, and it's gonna be either in top lane or either on bot lane. You can check the previous video about it. We talk about it and like what is the conditions for the spawning on the which lane. And the third epic monster is the Nasher. It spawns at minute 25 instead of 20 because the 20-minute epic monster time slot goes to the Atakan. League of Legends new patch notes part 5. Feast of Strength, new buff and conditional boot improving. Okay, Feast of Strength. How do you get the Feast of Strength? Let's talk about it first of all. You gotta get two of the three objectives which the game defined on. First objective is a First Blood. By the way, First Blood and First Tower doesn't give extra gold anymore. Previously, First Blood gave 400 gold, but now it's gonna give 300 gold like it used to. Instead of it, you gain the Feast of Strength first mark. First tower, you gain the second mark. Out of the three epic monsters, which is like a Void Grabs, Dragon, and Void Grabs, or like a Dragon, Void Grabs, Dragon. It depends on which one you take and which one you prio on the game. And also, little note on this one. For the Void Grabs, you gotta take all three of them. You cannot take only one and just like, oh, okay, Feast of Strength mine. So I can just like, go away. I can just take the Dragon next and it's gonna be second. No, you gotta take all three of the grabs. Okay, let's talk about what is after. Let's take, we got the first blood and the first tower, so we have the Feast of Strength. What is the reward? Reward is gonna be the boot improving. For you to improve your boot to the next level, is you need to own like a two legendary items. But if you don't have the two legendary items, your boots is gonna become more valuable as a gold. For example, if it gives you 8 magic resistance, it's gonna give you 12 magic resistance. But it's not gonna give you, for example, extra bonus stat. It's gonna give you bonus stat when you have the two legendary items on your inventory. League of Legends New Patch Notes Part 6. Let's talk about teleport. Teleport is changing completely. Instead of teleporting to your location, you are dashing to your location after some channeling duration. And the teleport time is varying on where you're located on the map. For example, if you're gonna teleport from mid to bottom, it's gonna be faster than teleporting from top to bottom lane. And also, the cooldowns of it goes down before the unleash part. And the big change, uh, normally, with the previous teleport changes, you couldn't be able to target the minion and wards before the teleport got unleashed, but now you can. But little disclaimer, minions and towers can be killed even if they are getting teleported on. So you cannot finish like with one minion on the end game. The tower is gonna kill it. League of Legends New Patch Notes Part 7. Nexus Towers. Nexus Towers can be respawned after destruction, which is a new thing we saw in the League of Legends because it never happened. It regenerates health, but it never respawned. So it means there is a chance to come back. Now, the open Nexus thing is completely gone because okay, you can just stay in the base like an inhibitor spawning, and then you can just go to fight or like take objective, and the enemy cannot backdoor that easily because the terrorist needs a minion to get destroyed easier because it has like a fortification damage. By the way, the fortification damage is decreasing from 85% to 50%, so you can take the towers easier without minions. I don't know if you're gonna see again like the Inting Sion cheeses. I'm curious about it, guys. League of Legends New Patch Notes Part 8. Let's talk about the boot upgrades, guys. Now we have 4 tier of boots. First boot is the not improved 300 gold one. The first boot is goes as tier 1. Tier 2 boot is gonna be the one you choose as Berserker or Ninja Tabis or like a, what was it? The sorcerer shoes, etc. And then tier 3 shoes is gonna happen when you get the Feast of Strength buff, but not on the two legendary items requirement. This is gonna give you extra stats, such as for example Ninja Tabi gives you 5 plus armor than what it used to give. And then when you have the legendary items, it goes to the tier 4, which gives you 5 movement sprint extra and 5 armor, like the 3-3, and also it gives you passive. It's like after taking physical damage, you gain a shield that absorbs 15 to 150 damage and plus 5 total of your HP, 5% of your total of HP for 4 seconds. And it has a cooldown of 12 seconds. And you can see other boosts as well. In the video, it doesn't show the magic resistance and the berserk issues much. I can just talk about it for you guys. Magic resistance one, it gives you magic resistance on the tier 3, and the tier 4, it gives you, when you take magic damage, you gain a shield like the Ninja Tabi one, but it's gonna be the shield for the magic damage. So it's gonna be like a Morgana shield, you can think. But I don't think it is gonna cancel the CC. I don't know about it. If it does, I will let you guys know in the comment section. And then the fifth is Berserker Shoes. Berserker Shoes gives you 5 attack speed, and then on the tier 4, it instead of giving you extra movement speed like the others does, it's gonna just give you 10% attack speed. And as a tier 4 passive bonus, it's like when you hit an enemy, you gain a bonus of 15% movement speed for 2 seconds. You can think of the page like when you're going a Black Cleaver, or when you get the boot upgrade after the level 15 of the Berserk issues currently in the game, you can think as the same thing. And also all tier 3 boots, tier 4 boots, not tier 3, tier 4 boots needs to have a 750 gold purchase, considering your mind. You can read about the others, guys, while stopping the video. League of Legends New Patch Notes Part 9. There is a new ring called Sorcery Ring, guys. It gives you 12% increased damage, healing, and shielding when you are using your ultimate. So it's perfect for Karma. It's perfect for Ivern. Oh, I cannot wait. Ivern. I'm gonna be so curious about it. I'm gonna take this rune every game you can think of, guys. And AP Ivern is gonna be busted. And plus of this rune effect, when you have a takedown, which is either assist or a kill, your ult gets reduced for 7% of its current cooldown. League of Legends New Patch Notes Part 10. There is a item called Bloodletter's Curse. If you guys played Arena, you know about this item. It's kind of like a Black Cleaver, but for the magic damage dealers. This item reduces target's magic damage resistance from the repeated spell hits. Like, for example, this is perfect for the Cassiopeia. What do you guys think about this item? Comment down below, and let's talk about it. League of Legends New Patch Notes Part 11. We have 3 new domination runes. First is Deep War, second is Sixth Sense, and the third is Grisly Mementos. Let's start with the third. Grisly Mementos, you can think of the Eyeball Collection, but for the ability haste. Second one, Sixth Sense, is the automatic sensing a nearby unseen ward, and reveals the ward after the level 11 for 10 seconds. You can think this one of the assassin items which reveals the wards. Then the first domination rune change, Deep Ward. Deep Ward is your wards are stronger. It gets like a 1 extra HP if it gets placed in the enemy jungle. And this is the actually replacement for the eyeball collection. If you guys ask me, is the Grizzly Mementos is the replacing the eyeball collection? But whatever Riot says is true at this point. Okay, let's keep talking. Keep continue about the deep ward. Your ward gains 1 extra HP and 30 to 45-second increased duration. And if it's a trinket steel force, it's gonna be 30 to 120 seconds. So if you are support and if you bought Pink Force, if you have a support item, this increasing duration is 30 to 45 seconds. But if you are using your own trinket, which is located on your keypad as a fort, number fort, your own wards, then it goes from 30 to 120 seconds, depending on your level or depending on the duration of the game. What do you guys think about these ring changes? Let me know in the comments.